There were 4 great games this weekend and 2 great games coming up, and that promises to be even better than this last week's games. Tyler, take it away.
Yeah, James, I got really big shoes to fill with this NFL segment. It's probably not going to be as good, but I'm going to do my best here. So let's roll right into it. Let's talk about the AFC first. So let's talk about the Buffalo Bills, the number 2 seed. They'll be in the AFC Championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs, the 1 seed. The Bills beat the Ravens 17-3. Really wasn't as good of a game as we thought. I think we all thought this was going to be a super high scoring offensive game. It didn't turn out that way at all. This was really highlighted by Taron Johnson's 101-yard pick six in the third quarter to kind of steal the game for the Bills there. The Bills limited the NFL's top running defense to only 150 yards on 32 carries in the game. Lamar Jackson didn't have a great game. Obviously, he left the game in the third quarter with a concussion. He went 14 for 24, 162 yards, only 42 yards rushing. Keenan Allen on the other side of the ball finished 23 for 37, 206 yards, and a touchdown. This is going to be Buffalo's what?
You definitely said Keenan Allen, who's a wide receiver for the Chargers.
Terrible Chargers
and
team, Tyler.
Josh Allen is the quarterback for the Bills.
See, I'm already fucking up.
Strike one.
All right. Josh Allen finished 23 for 37, 206 yards, and a touchdown. This will be Buffalo's first AFC Championship game in 27 years. They are rolling right now. They have won 8 straight games. As far as the Chiefs go, they beat the Browns 22-17. Again, a game that I think we didn't expect to be this close. Patrick Mahomes left the game with a concussion in the third quarter, so that'll be a big question mark to see how he's going to roll in the game on Sunday. But prior to that, the Chiefs were rolling. Patrick Mahomes was 21 for 30, 255 yards, 2 total touchdowns. Patrick quarterback Chad Henne came in and replaced Mahomes. # anything is possible. The Browns grinded back and made it a little bit of a game, but the Chiefs defense made the stops when they had to, and then Andy Reid's gutsy call on 4th and inches with 1:14 left in the game sealed the deal for KC. This will be the Chiefs' 3rd straight AFC Championship game, first AFC team to ever to play in 3 straight conference championship games, and they will host the Bills on Sunday at 3:40 Pacific time. Trading. So Alex. You are our big Bills guy. Best friends with Josh Allen.
True. We're homies.
Yep. Why are the Bills going to win this game?
I mean, it really comes down to Patrick Mahomes is not going to be 100%, and Chad Henne cannot beat the Buffalo Bills. What else do you need to hear? The Bills defense obviously played very well against a high-powered Baltimore offense. Granted, obviously Lamar Jackson did leave early, but they held him to 3 points. Josh Allen did just enough to win. I think, as we were talking, as the playoffs are getting started, and we were wondering if Josh Allen was going to be able to take that next step in the playoffs, I think he's proven it. Dude, Bills Mafia, they're going to the Super Bowl.
That's a great point. And then Bills Mafia, I don't know if you guys saw the videos of them. They willed the Ravens kicker, Justin Tucker, to miss 2 field goals. So they got some serious power going on there. Eric, why is Alex wrong, and why are the Chiefs going to go to their 2nd straight Super Bowl?
Because they're the Chiefs, all right? They have Andy Reid. He's just that meme. I don't know if people saw it, like the South Park episode where they have the giant balls and he's like wheel-barrowing himself down the fucking sidewalk. That was Andy Reid on that 4th and inches call. But Mahomes, as the old timers would say, got his bell rung. He's going to be okay. He's going to speed through his concussion protocol. He's going to go through like 2 to 3 steps in one day. You watch. They're going to do whatever they can to get this guy on the field. Who knows? Maybe Henne comes in and takes a few snaps. But as long as they can shut down Stephon Diggs, it's Josh Allen's going to have to rely on other guys, and I don't think they have enough firepower to do it without Diggs. So if they can shut down Diggs, they got a chance.
Alex, what's your rebuttal to that?
Well, I don't know how someone just passes concussion protocol in a shorter amount of time than is possible. I don't really know. I don't know what the NFL concussion protocol is. I mean, is Mahomes even ruled out for sure, or can he even come back in that amount of time?
He can't come back.
Yeah, it's going to be like really questionable. It's going to be weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think if Mahomes doesn't play, it would be a miracle if the Chiefs won. I mean, obviously they have a very high-powered offense, but I mean, you can't replace Patrick Mahomes, obviously. And I just think the Bills are on a roll. They feel like, it's the first time in 25 years that they're, going through this far into the playoffs. It's kind of like how we were talking about in hockey, how it just felt like it was the Lightning's time. It kind of feels like it's the Bills' time.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that, Alex. I think that the huge thing with, as we mentioned, is Patrick Mahomes. What is his health status going to be going in this game? I think that's gonna be huge. But even if the Chiefs had Mahomes, I think the Bills got a really good shot at winning this game. So let's go around and do our score predictions. I'm gonna pick the Bills to win this game, 27-24. Alex, what do you got?
I got the Bills at 24, Chiefs 21.
Eric?
I got Chiefs 21, Bills 20. Someone's going to miss an extra point for the Bills.
Traden, what do you got?
I have Bills 35-30. I just don't really like the Chiefs. I don't like how they're trending right now.
James?
I have the Chiefs winning. I have the Chiefs with 42 and the Bills at 38.
Damn.
Wow.
Close game.
Dude, there's high-powered offense. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to come back. I think he is going to play. There's not a lot of defense on either side of this game at all. So it's going to be high scoring. It's going to be run and go and shoot it in high scoring game. That's what I'm saying.
Should be a great one. The top two teams in the AFC going at it should be fun to watch. Going on to the other conference, the NFC, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. The Buccaneers, the 5 seed, they beat the Saints 30-20 in the old timers game. This game was a good one to watch. The defense really dominated for the Bucs, forcing 4 turnovers. They scored 3 touchdowns off those 4 turnovers. The offense scored 17 unanswered points in the second half. 43-year-old Tom Brady, he's going to be in his 14th conference championship game, obviously his first in the NFC. He went 18 for 33, 199 yards, only sacked once. So a fairly easy game for Tom Brady, I feel like, overall. And then for the Packers, they beat the Rams 32-18. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense overwhelmed the NFL's top defense. Rodgers went 23 for 36, 296 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. They didn't have to punt until halfway through the third quarter. It was a pretty dominant performance all around, I think, for the Packers. For the Packers, they'll be in their 4th NFC title game in 7 seasons, and they'll be hosting the Buccaneers at Lambeau Field Sunday at 12:05 Pacific time. Traden. So Traden, why are the Buccaneers going to win this game?
Yeah. So look, I will say that was not the prettiest win that the Buccaneers had over the Saints. That said, I think that it's going to come down to the Buccaneers actually committing to the run game. I mean, Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones are getting deployed big time. They're making big plays when they need to. Fournette's amassed 4.3 yards per carry, and Jones is at 5.4 yards per carry. That's very solid, very helpful. And I think that they need to commit to that run game because I think that they get a little too wrapped up in the talent on the receiving end, that Brady thinks he needs to throw the ball, and Bruce Arians thinks that the ball needs to be, sailed through the air, and it really, really doesn't. I mean, they can win the game, on the ground. I also think that the run defense that the Bucs have is gonna really position and push the Packers back, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a cold day. I think it's gonna come down to whoever can execute the run game better. With that said, they still have an elite, elite receiving core who can make big plays, and we're seeing some secondary help as well. Past the elite guys that we see, in the papers every single day. So, this is going to be a close game. This is an instant classic, guys. This is going to be such a great game to watch, and I'm so looking forward to it. But I do think that the Buccaneers can squeak out a win if they commit to the run game.
All right, James, why are the Cheeseheads heading to the Super Bowl?
2 words, man. Aaron Rodgers, and that's it. That was fine. But Aaron Rodgers, that guy is insane. He's having an MVP type season. He should win MVP. He has my vote for sure, and he's definitely proved it even with this last game against the Rams, which is the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL. He put up 296 yards passing against a defense that averaged 281 total. That's ridiculous right there. He can hurt you in so many different ways. He has full command of the field, full command of the ball, and the offense. His IQ is incredible, as well as his arm. He draws so many penalties. Like last game alone, he got so many yards just because he knew that there's 12 men on the field or it can draw you off sides. And on top of that, dude, he had 48 touchdowns and 5 interceptions this season. He had 2 this last game. The Packers have multiple weapons. And I know Traden said that, hey, like the Bucs run defense is good. Cool. Like they have 3 great running backs. They can probably run through that defensive line. But the thing is, these running backs can also catch the ball. Aaron Jones runs that screenplay to perfection. And the offensive scheme that the Packers run is a West Coast style offense, which will pretty much beat an overly aggressive defensive line. It's quick slants, quick passes, run after the catch. And if that doesn't work, then you throw deep because they still have Devontae Adams. I mean, other than that, like the receiving core is pretty good. We saw a lot of guys step up. Devontae Adams was shadowed by an elite corner in Jalen Ramsey. But guess what he did? He had 9 receptions for 66 yards and a touchdown. Elite? Okay, sure. And you want to say that the Bucs have an elite cornerback too? Dude, Devontae Adams is unguardable. He can beat any corner that you put on him. And even if you do slow him down, like the Packers have so many weapons. They all stepped up last game. And you saw that. MVS stepped up. Alan Lazard stepped up. Robert Tonyan, my personal favorite, that guy did really well too. He's going to be a top 5 tight end in the league sometime soon. On the defensive side, you have so many guys that can pressure Goff. Or not Goff, but Brady. And Brady hates pressure. He's old. He can't get away from it. Traden said that you got to rely on the run game. Sure, rely on your run game. But the thing is, their defensive line can provide pressure. And they have a really good linebacker who had double-digit tackles. And if you want to throw to the outside, they have a Jair Alexander who's a shutdown corner. So Mike Evans is going to struggle. On top of that, you have Adrian Amos. Like, this cornerback group is good. They're underrated. So overall, it's a defense that works together, and I think they're going to win.
Traden, what say you?
Everything that James said is, why this is going to be such a great game. I guess my 2 words would be Tom Brady. I mean, these 2 are the best quarterbacks to play the game in our era. I mean, I guess that can be debated, but I think that more than likely you're going to say that these 2 have been battling for the top spot. And guess what? Big plays on defense can happen. I know that Aaron Rodgers has the ability to sling the football, especially in his home barn when it's cold. But any single defensive play is gonna turn the ball the other way. I think that it's gonna come down to whoever commits the least amount of turnovers this game. I think that's what it's gonna come down to. I also think it's gonna come down to whoever has the ball last. That's how close this game's gonna be. So I don't have much to rebuttal against than just say, hey, crazier things have happened when simply a defense makes a play, a big play. And again, I'll say it right now. Whoever has the least amount of turnovers is probably going to win the game for sure.
Definitely. I agree with you in the sense this is going to be a classic game. I think both games are going to be awesome. With this one, I think this one's going to be a little bit more of not a blowout, but not as close as the AFC one. So I'm going to go Packers 30, Bucks 23. Traden, what do you got?
I have a 27-24 Buccaneers win.
James.
Packers 31, Bucks 28.
Eric.
Agree exactly with Traden with the 27-24 Bucks over the Packers. It's Tom Brady.
Bucks 35. Packers 35, Bucks 30.
All right. there you have it. We're getting down to the Final Four here in the NFL. It's the preview for the Super Bowl coming up in a few weeks. So we hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know your picks. Let us know what you guys think. We're getting down to it, boys. We're looking forward to 2 great games on Sunday. James, that's all I got.
Tyler, absolutely amazing job with that. We should probably do some more collabs because that was good. A lot of good points all the way throughout there.